Okay, on today's video, we're going to do some more work on the ambulance, the big red beast, I could call it. What we're going to do today is we're going to take out some of the side lights, the ambulance lights that are on the sides, on both sides, and we have some on the front and the back, and we're going to replace them with square metal aluminum plates. They're 8x10 plates that I ordered. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video where I ordered them from. They're actually plates for doing dye sublimation that you put pictures onto using a process called dye sub. But anyways, we're going to drill holes, paint them, put them on, use silicone to put them on, and we're getting ready to test it by shooting some water up there with the hoses, because we put a couple on yesterday, and we're going to check out and hopefully we don't have any water leaks. So let's get right to it. Okay, today I'm going to work on putting some of these metal plates over some of the lights. I'm going to do a test. This is a piece of metal aluminum that came out of the truck. Not even sure where it came out of, but there it is. I'm going to test it on that. Here's one of the metal plates. I'm going to test to see if I could drill using a tap drill, tap screw, right through the metal real easy, or should I drill some holes first and then screw this straight into the truck. So I'm going to give that a try and test it onto here to see how that works out. So I've got this self-tapping screw, put it in here. Let's just pretend this is the side of the truck. I'm just going to screw this in. See how this works. Will this go in easy or not easy? Let me see, put this in drill. Huh. It's going. Just not easy. Okay, so this did go on. But, wow. I think I'm gonna have to drill holes. This is gonna be hard to see, but behind here, it bunched up a bunch of metal. Let me unscrew this a little bit. It's all stuck under here, separating the metal, the one metal piece from the other. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me try to put that in there. All this got clumped up underneath there from me drilling that hole. It pushed that under. So that would be stuck under there unless I drilled the holes in advance. So now I'm going to try drilling a couple holes in advance and seeing how that works out. Okay, I've got a drill bit ready. Since we have this little channel right here, I'm just going to lay this on top of this. That way the drill bit will go through to the bottom. See if this works very well. Change this to drill. Okay. Yeah, see, we got a little bit of this junk back here too. I don't want that metal shavings to be stuck between the plate and the truck. See, this side here has a clear finish on it too. A plastic finish that peels off. That should be probably the side I should have drilled in. Okay, let's see, this goes right in here. It's a perfect size. try this again. Wanted to make sure that the metal doesn't like warp if I do it too tight when I get it on the truck, because I'm gonna have a lot of glue crap behind there. I'll show you that here in a minute. So I'm gonna put some pressure on this. There we go. That self-tap right through there. There's actually still a slight gap in here. Not happy with that. I mean, I know I'll have glue silicone, or whatever you call it, all through here. That's quite a gap. Huh. What the heck is that? It looks like there's more metal shavings in there. Probably from it drilling into the larger piece. Let's take a look. Wow. Look at all that. That sticks up. Gets stuck in there. So the next test is maybe I should do a tap hole through the metal. So I have a hole in this big enough for the screw to go through. And then have a tap hole made for the screw so it doesn't have to go in as hard and create so many shavings. Let me set that up next. Okay, now I have a smaller drill bit put on. It should be about the right size for this screw, so the hole will be just the right size, so when I screw this in, just basically the threads will be catching. I'm taking off most of the pressure of the drilling through the hole if I do a tap hole first. So let's try that. Oh, wrong way. That drills in faster too, this smaller drill bit. And then this will just go right into there. It won't have a whole lot to do to get in. So let's see if that makes a difference. The problem with this is if I cut holes in here, then I gotta do tap holes on the truck. I gotta make really sure that my holes match up when I do the tap holes. Come on. Okay. Definitely that's the way to do it. I don't have a bunch of junky metal stuck back behind here from the shavings from drilling both parts out. And that seems to be a good sized tap hole. Like I said, I don't think the metal on the outside of the truck, the aluminum, is this thick, so that should go in even better, faster. Whether this is the right product or not, I don't know, to use for this purpose. But I was at Lowe's and I found this silicone metal by GE, and it says it's for binding metal to metal. and this is metal to metal, and it's waterproof. You can, it says it's waterproof within 30 minutes, and then it completely sets solid, good forever supposedly, within 24 hours. So that's what I'm going to put on the back of these, push them on, and then screw them in. Now here's the white panels that we're going to be using. They're an 8x10 size panel, and they have this clear plastic finish on it that you can peel off. Once I peel it off, this is the side that I'm going to be painting, so it's nice and clean and smooth, ready to take good coats of paint. Let's get to painting. Here's the paint we're using. It's the Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. Now let's get a little paint on these plates. It's a nice day out, nice and bright. This red color matches pretty darn good to my ambulance, best I could find. I bought 3 different colors of red, and this was the best, closest match. This paint dries pretty quick as well, nice and hard. We ended up putting on 3 coats of it, letting it dry in between each coat. Now next time I do this, I'm going to drill the holes first before I paint them. Okay, let's take our first light out and work on putting the metal plate there. Some people might say, well, why is he taking the lights off? We want to use those lights. Well, at least on my ambulance, these lights leak water in every time it rains. That's why I put all this black goopy stuff all around it, and it still leaks in. It finds water, just finds ways in. So I'm just going to do away with all of them and replace them with metal plates. I really don't need any side lights at night. Would be nice maybe if we were camping somewhere to light up the whole area, but in reality, I really don't need that. And some of these screws, when I took them out, they don't even ever tighten back in, because on the other side, it's just stripped out. There's just a little small piece of rubber in there that's in the screw hole that's oversized, and then you're screwing into a small piece of rubber, and that rubber is corroded over time, and it just doesn't hold these screws, so you can't even tighten them tight. I even put goopy black stuff here over the screw holes. See, those aren't even tightening in. Maybe this one's a little bit hanging on to something here. It's a bright sunny day out. It's a little bit cool. The beginning of April 2021. Ooh, look at all that. Now I'm gonna have to pull all this gooky stuff off of here that I put on here. Let me see, where's this connected in at? Oh, they have it on a plastic tie, wonderful. I was looking for some small wire snippers, but of course, in my tools, I can't never find what I want half the time, so I've got these big chunky things. Let's see if this does it. Yeah, gets that off of there, and we have a Whalen 900 REFL 2-wire 3 POS, 3 position, I guess, light. Anybody need one? Probably gonna have quite a few of them available. Okay. What do we have here? Extra wires that were going to something. There's always extra stuff you find the more you dig into things. Wires that went to something. There's like a whole circuit box in here that went to something. some like an Ethernet connection wire. This looks like a phone cable, I don't know. And then what happened to the wire? I just pulled out, it must be laying in here. I did want to hook another light or something in here. I'll still have access to that. I wanted to mount an outside light on my plate, but I don't think I probably ever will. If we did, maybe one in the center on each side would be plenty. I wouldn't need 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them on each side, that's for sure. This is going to be a mess. Going to be a messy nightmare. This is that rubber seal that doesn't seal anymore. Water would leak in behind that. I don't even know how I'm going to get this off. Oh man. I do not know how I am going to get this off. Maybe take a paper towel and push it on it and hope it gums up to it and pulls it off. Let's try that. Oh, yeah. This is not going to come off easy. Oh, man. I don't know how I'm going to get this all cleaned off of here. This almost seems like an impossible situation. Just got to rub it real hard. And it still doesn't get it all off. You get it on your hands, it sticks right to you. It's just hot enough out here to make it really loose and sticky. Gooey as all heck. Oh, look at that. The paper's even sticking to it now. Yeah, I'm glad my wife's not standing out here. She'd be pissed because I put so much of this black gooey stuff on here. She didn't like when I did it. I put some white on the front, and she really didn't like that because it didn't match the red color. It stuck out like a sore thumb. Gooey stuff. Anyway, I'm going to stop the video for a while because this is going to obviously take some time. No reason for you guys to watch me sit up here and start cussing. So I'll shut the video off for a while. Okay, with a lot of testing, I found something that gets this stuff off of here quite easily, which surprises me. We had bought this rapid tack glue remover stuff, I think it's called, to get the glue from the vinyl decals off. And this stuff just dissolves this black gooey stuff like nothing. You can just rub it a little bit. Look at that. Amazing. I'm glad I still have some of this stuff left. Wow. Holy moly. That is doing fantastic. By the way, this is what one of these little rubber inserts look like that holds the screw in. A lot of them are corroded and cracked in the back, or warped, and they don't hold the screws in when you tighten them at all. So. The magic goo remover. Wow. If the company that makes this is watching this, Here's a whole nother purpose for your product you might not have ever thought of. Anybody that's got RVs that have put this gooey stuff on it, because this was some kind of gooey RV item stuff. As you can see, this gets the goo off quite effectively. I'm going to want to take some alcohol and water and clean this afterwards to make sure I get maybe some of the goo or the finish of this stuff off, because we want our new glue, metal glue stuff, to stick well. We don't want any problems there. Okay, I mixed up a little bit of alcohol and water mix. I don't have a spray bottle, another one, so I'm just gonna dip the towel in that, a paper towel, these workshop towels actually, and try to clean up here around the area. I want to get this really clean. Okay, for the red panel, kind of learned something here. Like I was saying earlier, if you drill through the backside first, it creates a smoother hole. The ridge comes out the other side that you have to clean off. I wanted to do that on these, but if I lay this red side down like that and then drill, I think I'm going to scrape my paint. So I'm going to have to drill through the front as best I can here. And I need to get in these edges. That might be a little harder too. I've only painted 3 of these red, then I ran out of paint, so I got some more paint. And when I do the next ones, I think I'll drill the holes first, then paint them. That way I don't have to worry about the drill problem with the excess metal sticking out the back. Okay, let's see, what are we on here? Drill. Maybe I should do it like this. That way I can get further out to the edge. Okay, I've got all these metal shavings. See, that's nice and smooth there. See, on the back, now I've got to peel all this off. It's a little rough. Could take a little sandpaper to it. I might do that before I try to put this up. Or not, that's not too bad. So I have my holes cut, or drilled, as you'd say. I couldn't find a pencil, but I did find a pen, so let's see if that can make holes or round circles so I know where to drill. Actually, this is pretty thick stuff here. It's very thick. That might be almost as thick as those metal aluminum bars. That was on there like that, I'd probably be pretty happy. Let's see if this, yeah, that does. Make a circle. Looks like it's about even in here, straight and everything. going to be tight. I might be screwing right into a beam. There's something to think about. There's your metal aluminum beam right here. I think I'm going to be just right on the side of it. These holes are going to line up. Let's see that plate again. Oh, the other problem is the holes from the top to the bottom that I did are probably not perfect. That looks like it lines up. No, so it's going to go on this way. There, if I can get that one right there done right. Okay, now I'm going to put some of this glue silicone stuff on it. Where's those clippers I was going to use? We marked it top, so I know when I put it on, my screw holes line up. I can only hope. Stuff is silver. Let's see if this is gonna go on easy or be a major pain in the butt. Top. No, there it is. Might just get them started a little bit on each side. Wish this stuff was clear. Easy. It says in the directions, turns hard enough in 30 minutes to block water, be waterproof, and then 24 hours to completely turn hard and seal. Wiping it with the towel might be the best thing. I'm letting the professional do it now. Yeah. Wipe it off. Yeah, I'm gonna keep videoing. Take the garden hose to it tomorrow and see if it's gonna leak any water or not. I'm not gonna do any more of them today. No, I might lay some out. Oh yeah, I might drill some more of them and then paint them. We have, what, 10, 11, do the back two, 11, 12, 13, and then there's 2 lower ones. It'd be 15. If I did all of them, it'd be 15. So now I'm going to sit here and drill out the holes in a bunch of these panels. See, these still have the plastic coating on them that peels off. That's going to be the side that goes flat. So I want to drill on that side and the plastic coating side, then I'll have to peel off any residue, little shavings that come through to this side on each one of them. Okay, there's 5 of them. That's gonna be it for drilling today. Okay, it's another day. No bugs are out just yet, hopefully. And we've taken this backlight off. We're gonna clean up this area. This didn't have all that gunky stuff, but I'm gonna spray some of that cleaner on here because it does have some rubber residue from the regular light rubber area that was around it. And we're gonna put one more plate on here. Our plate we did yesterday looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I was gonna spray water on it and see if it leaked, but that's right behind a cabinet in there. I should have done this one first. So I can't see in there because the cabinet is still here. So here, I've got a full area in. No side panels. There's a panel right here. I shouldn't be hitting that. So let me get this cleaned up. So my wife Donna is up there cleaning it with the alcohol water mixture that we made yesterday. I thought maybe it would evaporate overnight, but it's still good. You can smell it. It smells like alcohol. Okay, next we're going to try to line this up and figure out where we're going to put our holes. This part here is sticking out a little bit. I got a little bit of metal on the back of this I need to get off. No, give me the plate. I got it sitting over there. I want to make sure this is lining up. Figure out which side's the top and which side's the bottom. Just line up. What do I do with that pen? Make sure. just get it glued up here. Gonna put some on the truck as well, like we did last time. That looked like it worked out pretty good. I'll put a thin, extra thin layer behind this first layer. So it's got a lot of room to spread out and seal up good. A little thin in there. Okay, I'm gonna go up on the truck real quick and put some on these edges. Okay, I'm gonna start with putting a little bit of this stuff in these little corner areas where I don't think I got any yesterday. Bead around here just cause I can. Try to take this up here and get it lined up. I got quite a bit of stuff on there. Seeping out of everywhere. Can you hand me those screws? I'm gonna need 4 of them. Just put them in this little area up here, but give me one to start with. Okay. Okay, that's that hole. That's that hole. That hole. A little crooked or off. Slow this thing down. One there just kind of spins. Okay, that's gooping out of all the sides quite nicely. Getting a nice good seal, I think. And now I will turn it over to the professional to come up here and clean it. Now, she doesn't have a microphone on her. I should have put that other mic on her, but she didn't want me to. So anything she says, you can't really hear. So I have to do all the talking for her. She's scraping the edge with a plastic scraper tool, getting off the excess silicone. I can't even say that word for some reason. Silicone that's squirting out the edges. Okay, we're gonna go inside and try to see what it looks like from the inside. It's making a mess, or not bad looking at all. So there's the edges of it from the inside. Just a little bit gooping in there. which is good. That should make a nice tight seal, I would hope. Now to show where we put the other one, we still have all these cabinets in here that we're going to leave in. And that other one that we put in was right back behind here. Now, I could take these shelves out because the back wall, that's like a piece of plastic and it's just Velcroed in, but I don't want to deal with taking all that apart just to look at that. Looks like it created a good seal. If this one back here works, we'll shoot some water on it tomorrow and make sure it's not leaking. If that's all good, we should be good for replacing all of them. Okay, we're back outside now. Donna has cleaned it up. It looks pretty decent. We'll let that dry. Okay, let's take one more out. This one, when I put this black stuff around it, one of the screws I couldn't even put in because the rubber fell off the back. It screws into nothing. And this screw here screwed in so loose it wouldn't, most of them wouldn't even tighten up. So this, of course, is another spot. See, this screw is just nothing. Another spot for leaking. My other idea was, if I was going to try to keep these, was to get different screws that went in with washers on the back and then nuts on the back, lock nuts, to tighten them. But the problem is half the rubber around the edges of these things is so old, it's worn. I don't think that would seal it very good either. Let's just pull these suckers out. And here I put more of that black goopy stuff on here. Ooh. Let's get this unplugged. Now this is kind of right behind a cabinet right here, but I can see it from right here. It's right in a corner angle. Oh, it's amazing that let airflow. I got the door open on the other side, it's blowing through here. Like a mini air conditioner. Take this down, try to get this rubber seal off of here. Stringy goo. Okay. Now yesterday we found that I can spray that stuff on here, the glue remover, and it just melts this stuff. So let's try to take a big gob of it off first with some towels, and then we'll do the spraying and see how that works today. Okay, let's spray some of this stuff on here and see what happens. That's gonna have to really loosen this up a lot. The miracle spray. I'll have to post a picture of this so you can see what this bottle looks like. This is just a spray bottle we put some in. You can just see it just is dissolving this stuff. It's got kind of a citrusy smell to it. Oh man, I better catch this before it runs down the whole truck. It just loosens it all up. I didn't use my scraper. Try that a little bit. That's what I did yesterday to get heavier concentrations of this off. A plastic putty knife today. Yesterday I was using a de-icer for your car windshield. Plastic. There's one of them rubber screw-in hole deals. But this stuff just loosens this up into nothing. Gets it all gooey, but loose gooey. Easier to take off, that's for sure. Yeah, I am. Gotta do one more of these ones with this stuff to show how well this stuff cleans it off. Got another layer of it off. It just eats it away. See one last shot of this, and I think we're going to be good. Maybe. Just cleaned off of here. Draw my circles. Maybe we could get it straight this time. I don't know how I drilled that other hole slightly off on that last one, but I did. So I got a different tool here, one of these driver ends that this can fit into, so I can manually screw it in so it's not so fast and tight, just so I could get these holes lined up. To be able to drill these bottom ones out. See, this is already not exactly perfect right here. I think this hole's a little bit bigger than it should have been. Yeah, that's screwing in pretty loose. Okay, it's glue and drill time, or glue and screw time. Oh, I got a lot of it on the edges here. One hole. Two holes. There's three. And there's four. I'll hand tighten these from now on. The drill might have been tightening it too much. Okay, that's nice and tight. That ain't going anywhere. Let's see if this one will tighten it all. Oops. If I can hold on to my driver. Okay, that does tighten. Yes, good. The goopy stuff is even coming out of the screw holes. So that's sealing that real good too. And that tightened. So they've all tightened. That's good. Make sure we got a little bit of stuff coming out all the corners, all the seams real good.
Hi, I'm going to take this flat edge razor and go around the sides, getting the, well, it does smear, I'm sorry. That's what happens. A lot of excess comes out, so you have to get it all clean. But it does clean pretty easy. Just praying that this works and nothing leaks. He likes making messes where I can go behind him and clean them. He thinks he lives in the magic house, by the way. Boy, there's a lot of sealant on this.
She's having a hard time getting the excess sealant that spread it out around the metal plate off, because the truck right now is sitting in the sun. It's really gotten a lot hotter out here than earlier.
This seriously is having a hard time wiping off with the truck being as hot.
the excess sealant that is seeping out around it. It's so hot today because we're in a hotter part of the day, and it is a hotter day today than it was yesterday. It's turning hard faster, so she wasn't able to wipe it all off. She wanted to maybe try some alcohol, but it seemed like the alcohol broke down that other rubber stuff. So I didn't want to use alcohol on this right now because I don't want it to break it down before it's even sealed. So we will try to deal with cleaning some excess of that off another day after it's had a good 24 hours to really seal tight. But I'm really liking how this looks now. I've got 3 of them on, as you can see. And I think that makes the ambulance look a little bit cleaner looking. Even though my red panels are not the perfect match color, they're matching enough to where they don't stick out as much as those white lights do. So I went inside and checked while she was shooting water onto the 3 different plates that we mounted up here, and we have 0 water leaks now, finally. We had so many problems with these outside lights. They would leak around the rubber ceiling, and then I would put this black gunky stuff on there and seal it up real good. And then I would find that water was leaking in through the outer lenses even. One day we took a, a leaf blower, and my wife would stand inside with the leaf blower, and I went out here with soapy water, and you could see where all the bubbles were blowing out everywhere it was leaking. So we had many leaks from these lights. So I've got 3 of them replaced now. No more water leaks there. More lights to replace on this side, all of them to replace on the other side. We're gonna replace some in the front and some in the back. So we got a little bit more work to do. But at least I made this video so you can see how we drilled the holes. You might wanna make sure you watch, because drilling the holes in the plates and how you mount them, you get a lot of pieces of metal in between, where you're gonna mount something after you drill things. So I figured out some ways to kind of avoid that. So hey, we're happy. No more leaks, at least at this part. Okay, I went inside and checked, and we have 0 water leaks. Fantastic, finally. Here's what the one side looks like with the 4 panels on it. I think it looks fantastic. And on the center, we replaced the center one. We had tons of water leaks here. I'm so glad to get a plate put on here to finally stop the water leaks. And on the other side, I kept one light in the center, which I'm going to wire up to a switch so we can step outside and have light anytime we're out somewhere. Okay, that's today's video. We put on the new aluminum plates on the ambulance when we took out the old lights. So hopefully we don't have any more water leaks. We had a lot of water leaks going on. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more videos coming up, a lot more work we're going to be doing to the ambulance. And hey, I'll see you next time.